Hi everybody! Welcome to ShellHawk's Nest Vlog-o-Rama number 2. I know that it's been a very long time since I've done a vlog. I have done a couple of blog TV posts, but just haven't had time to sit down and do a vlog on YouTube. And I haven't had anything super interesting to say. However, with October 1st, all that changes, of course, because I'm going to be part of the countdown to Halloween, which means that every day on my blog, on Blogspot, which is shellhawksnest.blogspot.com, there will be a Halloween-related post every single day. So if you want to tune into that, that would be great. The first post I'm going to let you know is an interview with Halloween artist Eric Piggers, which you may or may not be aware of his work, but I'm certainly a fan of it. Unfortunately, I don't have loads and loads of room for Halloween art, although there's something that I finally got framed right behind me. Don't know how well you can see it. This actually is a piece by a guy by the name of Black Santa, and you can find him on this Etsy store. And Black Santa actually did this of Johnny Appleseed. I think he was featured in my last vlog. And I finally got him framed and all of that. On this wall, unfortunately, the frame sort of disappears, but on another wall he'll stand out just nicely. But anyway, back to Eric Piggers, who's also a fab artist. I'm sure most of you, if you're followers in the Halloween community, realize that Eric recently suffered a heart attack back, I believe, in July or August. And we're very lucky to still have him around to continue to create for us and all of that. And in order to kind of help out with medical bills, I actually went online and ordered a few of his things. I got two separate packages. Every year he does trick-or-treat bags, limited edition, and this year he also did another package with a book, and I'll show you all of this stuff in a minute, but first I want to show you these CDs. Okay, Eric has a couple of mixes. This is spooky Halloween songs. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Let me show you the little artwork thing that he did. Ta-da! Alright, I have to tell you, I have been sitting around and listening to this with just the dumbest grin on my face, because a lot of the things that Eric has on this particular CD are things from when those of us of a certain age grew up. I'm talking about the 70s, which to me is the heyday of great Halloween stuff. And so listening to that, he's got an old Winchells record, Winchells Donuts. For those of you who aren't aware of who Winchells is, they're Winchells Donuts. It was a big chain. They're kind of like Dunkin' Donuts and all that out here on the West Coast. I believe it was national as well. But apparently they gave out some of those little 45 records with certain purchases during one Halloween, and it was definitely the 1970s. And that kind of vintage thing is on there, and it's just fantastic. Eric tells me that he's going to be offering all of his compilations here pretty quick for about 20 bucks. So if you have an opportunity to do so, get them. They're just wonderful. He's got some really great psychobilly and old Halloween songs that sound like they come from the 50s and 60s. There's another one that I got with my little package that I ordered called Death's Casket, and I'll hold up the artwork there. Death's Casket, woohoo! Look at that artwork. Isn't that fab? That's Eric. Eric is so talented. So anyway, Death's Casket also has some just fantastic stuff on there, including some old spots, commercial spots for some old horror movies, and it just, you know, if you get an opportunity to buy these, just go for it. It's just so fantastic if you're any kind of fan of Halloween at all. Some of the other stuff, let me grab these off of my desk. First of all, I wanted to let you know, yes, I'm still here. I'm just off screen, trying to do this without breaking things. Here are a few things that are available that he has. He tells me he's going to be doing a second run of these bags, Ta-da! Look at, is that not the coolest trick-or-treat bag ever? I just dig this thing. It's just so delightful. I love his characters. So if you have an opportunity to get the Eric Piggers trick-or-treat bag for you or kids or anybody who's a Halloween enthusiast would just be so tickled to have this. You get just some of the nifty stickers, which I've got to find some place to stick these, actually. Don't tell me where to stick them, though, all right? Just don't leave that in the comments section, okay? You know, aside from little stuff like this for ToxicTunes.com, which is Eric's website. He also does masks for Trick or Treat Studios, so if you have an opportunity to pick up something like that for your Halloween collection, you should oughta. I actually have some kind of nifty Toxic Tunes little buttons that he sells. There's a new app. I did a little blog post on that a while ago called Monster Pieces, which allows you to take a bunch of pieces of Eric Uncle Piggers art and put it together into weird little characters. So that's Monster Pieces, and it's an iPhone, iPad app. So that's just some fun stuff. Let's see, what else have I got? Oh, this is super cool. I love this. This just takes me back to when I was a little kid. It really, really does. This is, it's a coloring book. Excuse me, it's an activity book. But what's fun about the activity book is that you have all sorts of nifty things for kids to do. You can draw a mask, or you can, I love it. His name is Wretch. We love Wretch. And we've got little mazes and all sorts of just fun stuff. So if you've got a kid who really enjoys this kind of stuff, I tell you, this is the way to go. More stickers, woohoo! And then one of the other things I got was I got a book that Eric did quite recently. It's called Death's Casket. Here is my official death certificate, because this is a limited run of this book, and it's actually signed by Eric himself. So if you have a chance to get it, go for it. I will show you the book itself, which is right here, Death's Casket. All sorts of fun stuff. And that classic, just from start to finish, I'm not sure how much you can see with the glare and all of that, but from start to finish, everything is just done really nicely. And Eric's artwork is, as I said, and I keep repeating myself, just really great. So there's that. And then I got my little Happy Halloween that I get to put up as well. So I'm really happy about that. So anyhow, support Eric if you possibly can. He's gotten, I'm sure, a lot of medical bills left over from his little unfortunate happenstance. So if you've got an extra, even $5 or $10 or whatever to spend on his site, which is www.toxictunes, that's TOONS.com, please, do throw a little bit of money his way, because we all know how hard it is to pay off medical bills when they're really huge. So next thing I'm going to let you know is on the blog this month, I'm going to have a few guest bloggers. They're going to be guest blogging their favorite ghost stories. So you need to tune in for some of that. Check the blog every day. There's going to be some fun stuff on there. One of the things that I have blogged about, and I just did a giveaway quite recently, was of Damn French Desserts apothecary labels. Now, I actually got some. These are labels that have already been done. I don't know how well you can see that, but these are really, really good quality. I love this one as laudanum, because laudanum was a big drug back in the Victorian era, and several quite tasty murders were done with it over the Victorian period. Here's a neat one for arsenic. And let's see, what else? Well, you get these little packages, and they're varying sizes and varying things that they say on them, but really good quality. So if you're looking for a little something to put in your haunt that needs a little something, go to Damn French Desserts, do a search for them. They have an Etsy store that is just fantastic. And the other one who's got a great store is Dead Spider, and Dead Spider actually has these labels. Now, with these labels, you will need a glue stick or whatever, but this will go on a soup can or something similar, and just, you know, take off the label of your soup can or whatever so it doesn't bleed through. But these are really fun. Fun little stickers. You can see that one. And let's see if I have anything larger that you could possibly see. This is really nifty. We've got some hobgoblin brains and the label is 13 ravens. So I do like these quite a lot, and there's going to be some more of these. Now these I have left over from last year because I just couldn't get myself together enough to get a larger apothecary going, but I've been collecting bottles all year. And a great place to find those bottles, as I mentioned in my blog before, is if you go off to, for instance, Goodwill. Up here we have Goodwill. We have a place called Snowline Hospice. And really any thrift store or secondhand store is a great place to comb for those kinds of bottles and jars and interesting things. I would imagine that those old crockery sets that 100 years ago, and I don't mean it 100 years ago, they were really big in the like 1970s and 1980s, that you give somebody a crock of cheese from like Hickory Farms or somebody like that. If you find stuff like that, you could put a label over it. If you have it in white or an off-white or something like that, it would look fantastic. So there's something else, though, that you can have as an idea for your haunt or a front window display, which is where I actually use my apothecary. The Madame Leota that I did with Mr. Chicken is going to be up in the front window this year. And once again, Jasper, Mr. Chicken, thank you so much for all of your help with that. I'm still puttering a little bit with it. I've been very pressed for time, as most of us have at this time of year. But I'm just really, really looking forward to wowing everybody with that front window display. And really, Jasper did the heavy lifting on that. I never would have been able to get everything put together as beautifully as he did. So I'm looking forward to revealing that to all of you folks. I'll be taking a lot of video for Halloween, so look forward to that in the first part of November. Another thing is, I've been a little bit of a bum about putting things on my Etsy store just because I've been so busy, but here's a couple of new things came out of the kiln recently. Ta-da! One of my fabulous hanging pumpkins. So that one is $45, but he's pretty big and he's pretty stable. I've got a little bit of a speckled glaze on the inside, so when he's lit up, he's going to look fantastic. I actually did some pictures last night when I got home from school, and they're looking really good. I've got a nice white one here that's going to be going out. And here's another hanging one. Doo-doo-doo. So you can see what those look like. And again, I hand make all of these, so I'm just really excited. You can go to my Etsy store at etsy.com/shop/ShellHawk. Too bad for you, the Psycho plate already sold. So unfortunately, you missed it. But I did ship that Psycho plate off to a Bates Motel fan just a couple of days ago. I'm really excited about that. And one of my spiderweb plates sold as well. So, you know, you better get a hold of this stuff before it's gone. Here's my little skull pot, who looks really good when he just went on my Etsy store today. He looks really good when he's all lit up. And then here's this guy. I've been playing with different oranges and different greens for the stems. And I just like the way this orange looks. Also, here's my last guy that I'm going to show you for right now. But I decided to do a guy with warts, because we don't always get perfect pumpkins, and I thought it gave him a little bit of character, and that was just having 2 teeth. He's just so cute. So all these guys, like I say, handmade and all that, blah, blah, blah. Enough of the commercial, Shell. Thanks. And that really is about it, guys. We'll be having a lot of fun this October. If you haven't already set everything up for your October, hey, get to it, all right? And finish building and put those finishing touches on and just enjoy October. It's our month, guys, so have a fantastic time, and I'm going to catch you around my blog. Y'all, bloody kisses. Mwah.